Hey, what's going on guys? It is Foxydude here. Welcome back to a brand new video for you guys today here on the channel and another episode of F1 2021 Mercedes Mod Career Mode here on the channel. Hope you guys are enjoying your day and now you're watching my video, so it's probably ruined. But if you end up enjoying today's video, drop in a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well, and let's get straight into it. Apologies as well for not actually uploading this, I think like all week or something like that. I've had an extremely busy week, and then I got vaccinated from the good old COVID and my arm was fucked, but we're good now. So we're going to get straight on with things. So here's the Drivers' Championship, by the way. Obviously myself and Lewis are covered by 13 points, and you can see the season results there. We've had a 1-2 in every single race, bar the Dutch Grand Prix where Verstappen got second place thanks to a mechanical problem from Lewis Hamilton. But we're going to get straight into the Italian Grand Prix weekend though. We have no upgrades that are scheduled onto the car, but looking at the progress history, this is what's been going on over the course of the season. So you can see Williams have sort of dropped back quite a bit from where they were at the start of the season compared to Alfa Romeo and Haas. Renault are... Alpine and AlphaTauri are literally pixelated together. Same with McLaren, and then we've got Ferrari, and then we've got Aston Martin, oh not Aston Martin anymore, Red Bull Racing, Honda that are just starting to bring upgrades, and it's the good old Aston Martin team that are flogging along with their upgrades. But we're going to get straight into the race weekend now, and I'll see you guys for qualifying. Right, okay, so we've actually going to have to stay in the garage for a little bit. We've got a brake system fault, so we've got another 4 and a bit minutes stuck in the garage, but we loaded the setup on. But crucially, as you can see here, I forgot to show you, it's going to rain for the start of this race, and then it will dry up. So this is going to be quite fascinating for the race itself. But yeah, I'm just going to have to skip forwards now and get myself out there once my brake system is back online, which is now. Now I'll go out. And there we go, safely getting ourselves through into Q2. Hamilton is a couple of tenths quicker, but that's all we need. Good lap. There we go then, that's all of Q1. Front row lockout from Mercedes, Aston Martin and Verstappen having a little bit of a ding-dong. Albon a little bit further back down the order. Getting knocked out though, as per usual, are the 2 Haas cars, the 2 Williams cars, and then an Alfa Romeo. There we go, we've instantly improved to a 1:17.6, which I think Hamilton set as 17.9, so we're 3 tenths up from what he set in Q1. We'll just have to wait and see what lap time he sets. Right, so there we go then. That's Q2 over and done with. Now, Lewis Hamilton, interestingly enough, qualified on the medium compound tyres. I'm not too concerned about that because it's going to rain at the start of the race, so whatever tyres he qualified on in Q2, it doesn't matter because we'll be starting on the intermediate tyres, so... That's a bit of a waste from him, so I'm not really going to get an accurate reflection. But in saying that, an 18.5 is impressive on a set of mediums. You know, because I set an 18.3 in Q1, but we've whacked in a 17.6. Going out in Q2, though, is the Aston Martin Lance Stroll. That's a big one, actually, because Aston Martin are on paper the second fastest car in the field. We've got Ocon in the Alpine, and then we've got both the AlphaTauris and then Raikkonen going out. So let's get into this Q3 shootout. We're looking good, but we need to really nail the lap instantaneously, otherwise Hamilton's going to be on to us. Across the line it is. Pole position for the time being, 17.4. That's 2 tenths quicker than what we did in Q2. Lewis Hamilton is a 17.5, so there's literally nothing in it between us 2 Mercedes drivers. But so far, we have the upper hand heading into the final runs in qualifying. We're not going to improve on our lap time, but I don't think Hamilton did either, so we'll cross the start-finish line. It's going to be pole position then for the Italian Grand Prix. We were purple in the first sector. I lost about 3-4 tenths in the middle sector. I actually gained back 3 tenths in the final sector, or 2 tenths. So we could have improved our lap time, but Jesus Christ. We're over a second quicker than everyone else. This is how brilliant our Mercedes is. It's a second faster. It's great. But we're on pole. It's going to be difficult in the opening stage, though, on the inters. But hopefully when we transition to dries, we'll be in our element. What do you want, love?
Let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Thomas lines up on pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, We have Perez, Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Albon, Vettel, Sainz, and Lando Norris, Stroll, Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and Kvyat, Raikkonen, Magnussen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Roman Grosjean, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Oh god, this is not what I was expecting. It's dry tyres, wet track. So Lewis's run on the mediums would be right. This is completely changed how I thought this race would be. So we're doing dry tyres, wet track, but for Hamilton, on the medium tyres, that's going to be suicide because I'll have the soft tyres and I'll just be seconds fast, whatever. Let's just... Right, this is going to be weird. Enjoy, everyone. I wasn't expecting this. 5 lights. I've got Perez who's had a fantastic start. I'm trying to watch where the grip is. Perez should have better traction on the soft tyres to stay ahead. Just got to be careful of the grip, like I said before. Oh, there's literally none. Jesus. We'll get away with it. I think the first lap we just take it easy. Oh my god.
Alright, we're looking good so far.
This is going to be hard, these opening first few laps. Let's get our head down. One mistake early on, but we're alright. We're not dead. That's crucial. Hamilton's going to drop back like a fly on those mediums. There's been an incident. Something's gone wrong. There's a big pile up at the thing. What's it called? Parabolica. What happened? I'm going to have a look, actually. I'm intrigued. Was it between Hamilton and the Alpine? Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Flipping hell! Literally! That's thumbnail material! What's happened to you? What on earth has gone wrong? This looks like a thumbnail for a challenge video. But it's not! Jesus Christ! Has he just lost it? Or has he hit Hamilton? No, he's just completely lost it trying to make the move on him. And he's gone flipping. Bloody hell. Wow. It's the end of the first lap though. That Ferrari's going to have to stop. But look at Hamilton. He's already 3.5 seconds back. With just the first lap done. You can see how difficult it is to slow the car down into the braking zones. But having the soft tyres in this phase of the race is massive for us. If he pits for hards as well, he's absolutely screwed himself, Lewis. But he's dropping like a fly. Right, Verstappen has just passed Hamilton. He's now got Leclerc on his tail. As for me, I am very much struggling in these conditions. I haven't set the car up for the wet. I set it up for the dry. But we're still just about keeping away from Perez and DRS. He's just set the fast lap by half a second. Bloody hell. Let's see if we can try and pull a gap. The track's pretty much getting to the point where it's just fully dry now. Hamilton's catching Verstappen. So Lewis definitely just struggled because he was on the mediums at the start of the race. It was just wet track with medium tyres versus the softs. He's not going to get any heat into them. And he didn't. He's passed Verstappen now. I expect him to get onto the back of Perez soon and catch and pass him. So I just need to keep the gap where it is and I should be fine. I am just setting purple every single... I am Lewis Hamilton in disguise. It's just fastest lap, fastest lap, fastest lap, and fastest lap. Yeah, I'm just in my own little world. I told you Lewis would be catching Perez. He has caught him now. How long it takes for him to pass him is another matter. Stroll's on a madness, by the way. Can I just put that out there? He got knocked out in Q2. He was in 11th place. He's up to 4th already. I don't know what Stroll had for breakfast, but he's on crack right now. I think he's had crack. I think Stroll is a drug addict. And it wouldn't surprise me because his father looks like one too. Right, we're going to box at the end of this lap. Tyres are now on 71%, so they're getting close to puncture territory. I'm still pulling away though, so I could literally stay out for as long as I wanted, but obviously I'd rather not have my tyre blow up on me, so we're going to come in now, get a fresh set of boots on, and just go to the end really. The race is just going absolutely beautifully for us. Pretty much capitalising on Lewis starting on the mediums on a wet track, which didn't help him, so now we're going to come out. And crucially, of course, with the likes of Perez and Stroll, we're so far clear of them that we're just going to come out into some nice, lovely clean air. We can chip back into the lead that Hamilton's got. And then, obviously, when he pits, he's definitely going to pit for the soft tyres, though, 100%. I can already tell from the length of his stint. He just needs to go to about lap 17. So we might even catch him before then. You never know. I'm not going to make this corner, am I? Oh, yeah, I did. Just about. So let's start eating into his lead. And annoy him a bit. Right, there's my qualifying push lap, 1:19.7. Let's hope that Lewis Hamilton can't get anywhere near that, but I'm only 2.5 seconds behind him. We might actually have an on-track fight. Well, what do I do now then? There we go, now Lewis pits.
Lewis is in for
Onto his set of softs he'll go. If he does beat my lap, if I can try and pit and get out in front of him, I'll do it. But I think we're good to go to the end now. Oh, I didn't even realise Sainz was out of the race. I was too busy in my own world daydreaming. I didn't realise it was a yellow flag. Oh, rest in peace, Carlos Sainz. You were a good soldier. Let me see if I can try and find out what happened to you, buddy. Where are you at? Here you are, my friend. Sorry, little man. Look at him. Ah, poor guy. He's, by the looks of it, he's had a cheeky little engine failure. That's exactly what's happened. His engine's just gone, nah. And he's blown up to the side of the circuit. And Albon's going to stop and say hi and then just say, right, I'm off now, peace. Cool. Yeah, I really have no idea. I'm just daydreaming. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I'm a wee bit bored. Hello, Carlos. Oh, Jesus! Did you see that? Carlos just tried to freeze my game. You cheeky Spaniard bastard. Won't be having that again. We're good. We're absolutely fine. Aha, there's another yellow flag. I'm actually looking at my minimap this time. It's one of the AlphaTauris, Pierre Gasly. Rest in peace, my friend. We're going to have a look at your death now. Why am I saying it as if they're dying? They're not dying. They're just out of the race. Where is he? There he is. Poor old Pierre. He's also got an engine failure. He's also exploded. And he'll probably end up trying to freeze my game again. Unless that's the Sainz thing, but... There is Gasly pulling to the side of the circuit. Poor man. Poor man. He won. We remember you for your heroics at 2020 Italian Grand Prix. Unfortunately, today is not your day. You are out of the race, my son. Round the last corner then. We've been absolutely unchallenged in this Italian Grand Prix. And we're going to win the race in fine style. And making another 1-2 for Mercedes-Benz. What a very interesting Italian Grand Prix, you know, doing dry tyres to wet track. For dry tyres on a wet track challenge, plus Daniel Ricciardo being sent into Narnia, and apart from that, I literally had nothing to do. It was like a football performance in which the goalkeeper literally does jack all, then go into the stands, get himself a cup of tea, come back down and realise that we've scored 6 goals in the process, and he hasn't done anything yet. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of where it was. But credit to Aston Martin as well. Obviously, Perez finishing in P3 and Stroll recovering from 11th on the grid to finish 4th. That's a great effort from Lance Stroll there. But let's go and have a look now at the standings and everything like that. See where everyone has poised and positioned themselves. So there you can see then we set the fastest. Wow, okay, Lewis never came anywhere close to a 19.7. I thought he'd actually beat it, but he didn't. So our 19.7 stood. Hamilton with a 20.9. Then we got Perez in 3rd ahead of Lance Stroll. Then it's Charles Leclerc. Verstappen finishes in 6th. Ocon 7th. Norris up to 8th. Albon down in 9th. Giovinazzi somehow got P10 ahead of Fiat, Vettel, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Grosjean, Raikkonen, Latifi, Russell, Gasly, and then obviously Carlos Sainz. Both of those two DNFing from the Grand Prix. Looking at the Drivers' Championship then, we now increase our lead over Lewis Hamilton to 21 points now at the top of the table thanks to our victory here today. Verstappen still third in the championship, but he's going to have to be wary, especially the two Aston Martins who are on 73 and 70 points. They're a little bit off at the moment, but there are still quite a few races remaining, and it's quite clear that Aston Martin have got a better package than Red Bull. I've also got the best package as well, but you'll never see it. Now, looking at the rest of the field, you can see there they all are. Constructors' Championship, Mercedes are on 437 points, and Red Bull are next with 170 points. As I said before, if this was real life, everyone would literally be shooting themselves in the face. But this is just a game, and I mean, it's quite fun just being miles out front, to be honest. I like it. Right, so we're back here now on the laptop, tablet, main menu, whatever you want to call it. Your dad's freaking private account. Now we've got this here, which unfortunately I actually don't have enough for. It's a major weight reduction for the chassis, and it would have been a little bit sexy, but we can't get it. So we could do, a front downforce and try and rush it for Singapore. I don't really know what I want to upgrade. Like, durability is doing good. The powertrain is fine. We're miles ahead in that. We're miles ahead in that. So, when are we going to get a cheeky bit of resources on the 14th? Well, we could just do something then. Oh, we'll just do front downforce and we'll rush it because I'm a Russian. Not really. So, we'll do that. So, we've got the front wing turning vanes, which will arrive, as you'll see. Told you. Then we... Can't believe they actually turned up. Something for the engines just come through, and we've also got our tyre wear upgrade, which is crucial because obviously the next race is Singapore. Now what we'll do is we'll quickly slap this onto the car, and if we rush it, it will arrive for Russia, and then if we don't, it will arrive for Japan, so we will rush it, so it comes for Russia, and then that's where we'll leave that. There's no point in trying to go for this major chassis weight reduction thingy, there's just no time, but that's actually crucial that we got that tyre wear upgrade on, because it means now that we can pretty much have a nice easy ride at my favourite circuit coming up next. So if you enjoyed this video, like I said, drop it a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well, and I'll see you guys for the next episode. Peace.